Welcome to our show. This is Real Talk with Brandy and Anne. Last week you kind of saw introduction video, and now this is like our official first video.
Yeah, so excited.
Very excited. This topic right here, we will ruffle some feathers because at the end of the day, what we might say is actually might offend some people that we know. But please don't unsubscribe. It's okay. Subscribe, like us, because even if you talk junk, we won't block you. We want you to come back. Like, come back every week. Like, every single week, every single day. It doesn't matter. So, please don't judge us. But the topic that we're going to be talking about is the overachieving girlfriend. We're kind of going to give you an understanding of what it is, what it looks like, and then maybe you can do a self-evaluation and see if you're the overachieving girlfriend. And if you are, change your life. Okay, so, Brandy, can you give the people an introduction of the overachieving girlfriend? Like, what do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
Well, the overachieving girlfriend is the girlfriend that basically plays the wifey role, but she is not wifey. There is no paper between them. There's no marriage certificate. There is not even a ring for an engagement. But she is doing everything that his wife should do. That is the overachieving girlfriend. And a little bit later on in the video, we are going to go into detail about the overachieving girlfriend behavior.
What does it look like?
Oof, what does it smell like?
Is it you?
It's probably you.
Should you change your life?
You do need to take that sweater off.
Take that sweater off.
And burn it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we might offend some of you, and that is okay. Because if we're offending you, then you may just be the overachieving girlfriend.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Yes,
Okay. In our opinion, there are some things wrong with it because you don't want to give yourself too much and too early into a relationship because it may not last. So now you've wasted so much time, effort, and energy on this person and they're off with Mary Jo down the hall. You know, what's the point? So a lot of young ladies, older women too, cougars, you too, because y'all like to buy stuff, thinking that's a way to a man's heart. No. But a lot of people need to just scale back a little bit and not do so much so soon. And then, you know, I know some people, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go off topic a little bit. Some people, when they start relationships, they argue in the first week. What the hell y'all got to argue about in the first week of your relationship?
You know, that is the overachieving girl. That's not you going off topic. It's you're doing the most. You're doing the most. That is the overachieving.
What do they have to argue about?
That's what I'm saying. You're doing the most. He's not yours.
What y'all fighting over?
He's not yours. What are you fighting over? The thing, if I meet somebody in a week, and if it's like, well, I don't like the fact that he don't be picking up his phone call or call me. You know, you only know him for a week. How about you just stop calling?
Stalker or desperate? Both? Probably both.
Overachieving. That's the problem. Because at the end of the day, I feel as if play your position, play your role, and keep it moving. All this doing the most is just ridiculous. So let's kind of go into, okay, well, you keep talking about overachieving girlfriend, doing the most. What does it look like? Well, we're going to kind of share. I have my opinions of what it might look like. Brandy has her opinion of what it might look like. And it's going to come together and just kind of give you some insight. So if you fall into this category, kill yourself. Okay, no, don't kill yourself. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm kidding.
That was so cruel.
That was kind of rude. You know I used to say that a lot.
That said cruel. That was beyond rude. That was cruel.
This is my first public apology for doing something inappropriate in a public eye. I, Anne Bel, apologize.
The first of
for
many
sending.
apologies.
No, yeah, it might be the first of many. I tend to have. Okay, we're going off topic.
Yeah.
Overachieving girlfriend. So, what does it look like? Brandy, how about you share your first idea of what does the overachieving girlfriend looks like?
I thought she was going to say experience because I was going to say, you tried it.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. The reason why I know what the overachieving girlfriend looks like, once upon a time, I'll share my testimony at the end. But go ahead.
You were once that person.
For a short period of time.
Well, this is what the overachieving girlfriend looks and smells like. If you are cooking 90% of his meals Yeah, your overachieving girlfriend. Why the hell are you making 90% of his meals? He can't cook. He ain't got no arms. Why you want to be with somebody with no arms? I mean, there's nothing wrong with people with no arms, but as a matter of fact, no arm. Oh gosh, this black rice. The lady had one arm. Oh, it was so good. Okay, either way, I digress. But feel some type of way. Do you? Okay.
But here's the thing. But the thing we need to say though about the meal thing, because even as a wife, I don't feel as if you should be cooking 100% whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel as if that's your husband should be able to say, you know what, babe, I came home. Let me go ahead and make a little something for you.
Yeah.
So don't get us wrong. But with the girlfriend, most definitely, he can feed his dang own self.
Hello. Go to his mama house.
Go to his mama house.
I mean, if you want to do something nice, it's his birthday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. But don't get in a situation where you're making his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner, and his dessert.
Girl,
you
and can't eat because you're trying to think of, did he eat? What did he eat for dinner?
Seriously. It has to be reciprocated. Like if you cook one day for a date, and maybe the next date night he cooks for you. It's reciprocated. But it's not just you putting all this time and effort in his groceries, because groceries cost money. So now you're pumping in all your money into him, feeding him, getting him fat for who? Mary Jo down the hall.
Another thing, the overachieving girlfriend. Here's the thing. I understand, there's you might end up with a guy who does have a child. No judgments here. You might end up with a guy with a child. But the thing is, I understand no one's saying you have to mistreat the child. No one's saying, oh, you got to be trifling to the child. That is most definitely not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is there needs to be that level playing field. I am not your wife. I can't stand when girls, it's their boyfriend, and then they have their child and they want to talk about that's my stepson. No, he is not. What do you mean? So you tell me, oh, because your boyfriend has some kids, well, that's my stepchild. No, they're not. They're not. You're not married. No. You sitting here, you're trying to figure out babysitters for Tommy, Joe, and Lil. Why are you trying to figure babysitters out? He needs to figure out his babysitters. His baby mama needs to figure out his babysitter. What? Okay. I don't understand. For what? I'm sorry. Can you claim them? Baby, if I'm going to be treating your kids like mine, I better be able to claim them. Can you claim them? Because I bet you when that income tax comes, you ain't claiming nothing because they're going to get their check. They're not coming. That's just doing the most. It's like, chill out. Or the ones where it's like, yeah, I just been dating a month and you already know every single crevice of family there is and you're just all up under them. It's like, no one is saying you're not supposed to get to know the family, but oh my gosh, you guys only just been dating 2-3 months. Like, honestly, the first 2-3 months, that's that playing field of knowing whether or not I want to deal with you for another 3.
Yes. So you must be talking about the type that, let's just say, person A, we'll give her a name, we'll call her Susie. Susie's dating Tommy. Susie makes it her thing to get to know Tommy's mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, step aunt, whatever. And then Susie takes it upon herself, oh, let me go on Facebook and let me befriend these people because that's my boyfriend's family.
Hey, hi.
Let's hang out.
Yeah, let's go to the movies.
What is Susie doing that for? You're not married.
No. You know what? You want to know what? A lot of women, their whole thing of doing that stuff, they keep thinking like, well, I know I want to marry him, so if I do that, that's going to show him that, oh, my family loves her, and she do this. I guess they feel as if I need to show him what I could do, what I can be as a wife. You can do that without doing the most. There's plenty of people that I know who's got engaged and married, and they have not done the most. Why? Because a man knows if he wants to marry you for who you are.
Yeah.
A guy, I'm telling you, dudes know if they want to marry you. Say what you want, they just know. And I'm going to go ahead and lead into my short testimony. I was with somebody for quite a while, off and on. And I ain't going to lie, the first half, I was the underachieving girlfriend. Underachieving. Okay? I did the less, the least, the none. Nothing. Okay? But I think what happened is when I started to see that things were starting to go wrong, I felt as if I had to make up for all those years of me being underachieving. I started to do the most. And then I finally come to the realization, what do I do the most? I do the least? Maybe if he was going to marry me, if we were going to be married, if we were going to be together, we would have been together. I ain't got no ring. So what does that tell you? So whether you're doing the under, you're doing the none, you're doing the over, if he wants to marry you, he will marry you. Let's keep it 100. He will marry you. Absolutely. So I don't feel like, what you trying to prove? I really think they're trying to, like when you try to sell a car, you're like, oh, this car has this. You're trying to like show what, I think that's why they do it, because they feel as if, well, you're supposed to show him what you can offer. And I think that's why they're doing it. So I don't see the point of doing all that. It's just,
so one of those things, oh, look at me, I'm doing all this. What a wonderful wife I could be.
Yeah.
But if I was a guy and you're doing all of this and I didn't have to do much to make you happy, I'm going to be the underachieving boyfriend. I'm just going to sit back, let you cook my meals, let you draw my bathwater, let you pick up my kids, let you feed my kids, let you pay for daycare.
Girl, let you feed my baby mama if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back and let you do it all. But I know in the back of my mind, you're not the person that I want to spend my life with. Therefore, if I'm feeling froggy, I will go out there and go find that person while you're still in the background doing all this wifely duties.
And then you mentioned wifely duties. So what do you mean by wifely? First of all, I'm very spiritual. I'm not saying I'm like I'm very spiritual. I do have my relationship with God, and my wifely duties refer back to the Bible. Okay? So therefore, I know what my position is. I'm supposed to be as a wife. I know that my husband's supposed to be the provider, the protector, the head of the household. So, and I know what my position is. I'm supposed to be that backbone, that support. I'm supposed to hold it down when my man's out there protecting what we got. But the Bible, when it talks about it, it just talks about husband and wife. I see women who's been dating dudes 5-10 years and you playing that position. I don't need to get married because it's the same thing anyway. But I bet you if Tom asked me to marry you right now, I bet you say yes. I guarantee you say yes.
Oh yeah.
I know a few people who claim they didn't want to get married. They didn't care to get married. And then I'm like, you got married though. So don't act like you don't. Just say, maybe I'm not ready for this moment, but don't act like you're totally closed off to it. So don't try to be overachieving girlfriend and then say, well, we good where we at. You're a liar. Yeah. You want more. You want to get married.
I mean, as humans, we always want more.
No, but, that's some people. And here's the kicker. Leave the shack for the shacks. Shacks are for storage.
Yes.
Shacking up is not the way to go.
Now, what is shacking up?
Shacking up is living with somebody you ain't married with.
Now,
and in Creole, Haitian, it means placid.
Well, there are reasons, couples move in together.
No.
Number one being financials.
Okay, then you should not be. I feel as if you shouldn't be in a relationship if you broke. That's a whole other video. If you broke, you should not be in a relationship. Quote me, write it, curse up, stamp it, notarize it. If you are broke, you should not be in a relationship.
No, everything will be cheaper if they live together. No. I mean, my personal opinion is not unless you're engaged. At the bare minimum, that's when you should move in with the person when you're engaged, because if you move in with that person when you're just in a relationship, you're just dating or whatever, you see that side of them. Because look, even living with your friends, you see that side of that person that you've never seen because now you live with that person. And yes, a lot of married people say that's what you should do before you get married, is live with the person, but not as boyfriend and girlfriend, because it can go so left so easily and none of you are not really tied to anything, so you can get up and go in any day. But at the same time, when you think about, hey, if you live in an apartment, you got this lease, both of your name on it, somebody leave, now you stuck with that rent by yourself. It just gets too sticky. So to be on the safe side, I would personally recommend moving in with the person when you're engaged. At least you kind of know that person. I hope you do know that person. You know, some people get engaged after 2 weeks, so and they think they know somebody, but that's a whole nother video. I'm not even gonna go there. But at least if you're engaged, you know for sure this is the person that I at least want to spend the next 10, 20 years with.
I ain't living with you till we married. Because I've seen so many stories, those long engagements. I know, once again, I know a few people who has had and who currently are in those long-term engagements. They're pretty much was given placeholder rings, and it's like, so pretty much you've been engaged 4 years, so you've been shacking up 4 years. So,
ouch.
But once again, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Everyone's entitled to live the life they live. Mm-hmm. We're just sharing our thoughts, because even then, see, even me and Brandy don't have the same opinions when it comes to shacking up per se. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's okay. And if you are the overachieving girlfriend, I pray that you do some reevaluation. You do some relationship report cards where you kind of go through your relationship and you really see, oh Lord, I'm just giving the most. And how you can kind of scale back. Or if you feel as if you don't want to scale back, how can you move forward?
And just go slow. There is no rush. Some people feel like, some women that I know feel like.
But Brandy, you have to understand though, your slow sometimes is real slow.
But what are you rushing
I'm
for?
sorry, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you 5 years and you haven't given me a ring. That's not happening.
Hey, I'm not pressuring you. I don't want the ring. But some people go so fast. It's like,
but I guess it depends with your definition of fast. Well, that's a whole other video. I think it feels as if it's all your definition of fast. Because some people feel as if you have to be with somebody more than 5 years. Me personally, if you don't,
but can you really
know. No, you know who you want to. Honestly, within a year or two, you know if you want to be able to.
Okay, but see, within a year. So what about short? What about 3 months?
Okay, like I said, I don't know. Like, I personally don't see how I would be able to do it. Me personally, because it takes a lot to break through to me. So that's why, to me, when someone says it, I side-eyed it. But I mean, Kris Jenner and Bruce were together 6 months and they were married 20. I mean, granted, they're now separated, but they lasted 22 years. And I felt as if they never had that show, they probably still would have been together. But that's a whole nother thing. I digress. So I felt as if and also I think it's a position in life you're in too. Because a lot of times the older people who's already been married, been through that, I think they have more of an understanding of knowing what they want and everything. So I don't know, maybe that's what it is. But me personally, I would not suggest you marry somebody you met 3 months, because you're still on that adrenaline high, that honeymoon stage. So yeah, so I don't know. But overachieving girlfriends, just chill out.
Take that sweater off.
Take the sweater off.
For real.
You a girlfriend. Chill. What the heck?
Be easy.
I mean, think about it. If you really, if you're with somebody you want to marry anyway, girl, you got the rest of your life to do the most.
Make sure they feel the same way,
please,
because that can go so left so quick.
Gosh, but thank you for joining us.
Yes.
If we offended you, then you are an overachieving girlfriend, and you need to change your life.
But we're not here to offend. We're just
we're just sharing. Yeah, we're just educating, sharing our thoughts and opinions and ideas. And if you see it differently, if you feel as if there's just something like, nah, y'all just going a little bit too much, post your opinions, thoughts. Subscribe to our channel, you guys. We're just 2 black women trying to make it. So we really appreciate the support by subscribing to our channel, liking all of our videos, retweeting it, put it on Facebook, and if you still basic, put it on MySpace, all that. I'm just saying. So please support us.
Yes.
And this was our first episode of Real Talk with Brandy and Anne. And we will see you next week.
Bye.